Imagine you're flying one of the most advanced fighter aircraft in the world. You're traveling at hundreds of miles per hour. Your aircraft is equipped with cutting-edge avionics, electronic warfare systems, precision weapons, and decades of military engineering. You are flying an aircraft worth nearly $90 million. Then suddenly, a warning tone sounds in your cockpit. Somewhere below, a soldier has launched a missile from his shoulder. The missile cost a tiny fraction of your aircraft. Yet within seconds, it is racing toward you at nearly twice the speed of sound. How is that possible? How can a portable missile carried by a single soldier threaten an aircraft like the F-15E Strike Eagle is? And why does modern air power become significantly more vulnerable when operating at low altitude? Today, we're exploring the science, engineering, and battlefield realities behind one of the most dangerous threats facing military aircraft, the MANPADS. MANPADS stands for Man-Portable Air Defense System. These are lightweight surface-to-air missiles designed to be carried and operated by one or two soldiers. Unlike large air defense batteries, MANPADS require no radar station, command center, or support vehicles. A trained operator can carry the launcher, acquire a target, and launch a missile within minutes. Systems such as the American FIM-M92 Stinger, the Russian 9K-38 Eagle, and newer generations of missiles have become a common feature of modern battlefields. What makes these weapons particularly dangerous is their simplicity. The operator doesn't need to calculate complicated firing solutions. The missile performs most of the work. Its secret weapon is not radar, it's heat. Every aircraft engine produces enormous amounts of heat. Jet engines operate by compressing air, mixing it with fuel, and igniting that mixture. The expanding gases create thrust powerful enough to propel aircraft faster than the speed of sound. But there's a downside. All that energy creates an infrared signature. An infrared signature is essentially a heat fingerprint. Human eyes cannot see infrared radiation. However, specialized sensors can. To an infrared sensor, a fighter aircraft is often one of the brightest objects in the sky. The hotter the engine exhaust, the easier it becomes to detect. Even advanced aircraft cannot eliminate this signature completely. The F-15E Strike Eagle is powered by two powerful turbofan engines that generate tremendous thrust. Those engines make the aircraft highly capable in combat, but they also generate a heat signature that can be seen by modern infrared sensors from several miles away. This is the weakness MANPADS are designed to exploit. Inside the nose of a MANPADS missile is a device called a seeker head. Think of it as the missile's eye, but instead of looking for light, it looks for heat. When the operator aims the launcher at an aircraft, the seeker scans the sky for infrared radiation. Once it detects a suitable target, it begins tracking. The operator receives a lock-on indication. A tone sounds. The target is acquired. The missile is ready to fire. When launched, the missile continuously monitors the target's infrared signature. Tiny control fins adjust the missile's flight path many times per second. The missile is constantly calculating where the aircraft is moving and where it will be next. Modern seekers are far more sophisticated than early generations. Many can distinguish between different heat sources. Some can identify specific patterns associated with aircraft engines. Others use advanced signal processing to reduce the chances of being fooled. The result is a weapon capable of autonomously guiding itself toward a fast-moving target. If these missiles are so dangerous, why don't aircraft simply fly higher? Often, they do. But combat missions don't always allow that luxury. Military aircraft frequently operate at low altitude for several reasons. Low-level flight can reduce exposure to enemy radar. Terrain can hide aircraft from detection. Mountains, valleys, forests, and urban environments can all provide concealment. For decades, low-altitude penetration has been an important tactic for strike aircraft. However, this tactic comes with a major trade-off. The lower an aircraft flies, the closer it gets to enemy missile teams. At high altitude, a MANPADS cannot reach the aircraft. At low altitude, the aircraft enters the missile's engagement zone. This creates a dangerous paradox. Pilots descend to avoid radar threats, but by descending, they expose themselves to infrared-guided missiles. The very tactic that protects them from one threat can make them vulnerable to another. This is one reason why low-altitude combat operations remain among the most hazardous missions in military aviation. Military aircraft are not defenseless. Most carry countermeasure systems specifically designed to defeat infrared-guided missiles. The most recognizable are flares. A flare burns much hotter than a jet engine. When released, it creates multiple heat sources around the aircraft. The goal is simple: convince the missile that the flare is the real target. If successful, the missile turns away and misses the aircraft. For decades, flares proved highly effective, but missile technology evolved. Modern seekers have become smarter. Instead of simply chasing the hottest object, they analyze movement, location, and heat patterns. Some missiles can recognize the difference between an aircraft moving steadily through the sky and a flare falling rapidly away. As aircraft defenses improve, missile seekers improve as well. It's a constant technological competition, a race with no finish line. Despite stealth technology, advanced sensors, and sophisticated electronic warfare systems, MANPADS remain a serious threat. Why? Because they exploit a fundamental reality. Aircraft need engines. Engines generate heat. Heat can be detected. As long as military aircraft rely on high-performance jet engines, infrared-guided weapons will remain relevant. This is especially true in conflicts where aircraft must operate near the battlefield. Whether conducting close air support, attacking ground targets, or flying low-level strike missions, aircraft can find themselves within range of shoulder-fired missiles. And that means pilots must constantly balance mission effectiveness against survivability. The story of MANPADS is not really about missiles. It's about the constant struggle between technology and vulnerability. The F-15E Strike Eagle represents some of the most advanced aviation technology ever created. Yet even such an aircraft cannot escape a basic law of physics. Power creates heat. Heat creates a signature, and that signature can be tracked. That's why a weapon small enough to be carried by a single soldier can still challenge modern air power. Not because the aircraft are weak, but because the battlefield is always searching for the next vulnerability. And at low altitude, heat remains one of the most dangerous vulnerabilities of all. In this video, we break down the science behind heat-seeking missiles, infrared signatures, jet engine exhaust, flares, and the vulnerabilities faced by aircraft like the F-15E Strike Eagle during low-altitude operations. Learn why shoulder-fired missiles remain one of the most dangerous threats to modern air power, and how the battle between missiles and countermeasures continues to evolve.